No, it's not so much about people being calm about it. It's about helping them. You know what I mean? Like if you're going out of their way to like fucking encourage what they're doing and shit like that, that's where it's strange to me. Like the way I see it is, right, if you don't want to if you don't agree with something that's happening, okay, you can go about it two ways. One, you can go you know, join a community, do what you want to do there, like you did, you know, you did it at Ignite, or you can go fuck with people that are actively trying to fuck NoPixel and were pieces of shit, you know, like the ONX shit, and do it that way. I think one is like, you know, like I said with Ignite, I think it was a little different, and I sort of liked the, you know, the 80s style theme, to be fair, but I don't know, dude. Like when someone says some shit like, "Oh, I'm not doing this because X, Y, Z is happening in my family" and shit like that, and then changes their mind 6 months later because there's a fucking court thread that ends up being, you know, as crazy as it is. Like, dude, I don't know how you could claim to respect somebody or something and imply that doing anything with them is okay. You know what I mean? It's just mind blowing. But it's the internet. Like I said, you know, the take that XQC had a long time ago that people will bend their morals while it suits them and they get something out of it is this. You know, he might be a wild motherfucker and do some crazy shit, but that is the one thing that I think is the honest truth. That people can't. There's very few authentic people on the internet. Very, very few. Ignite owners weren't ready. Yeah, I mean that's irrelevant to everything. Like I said, I don't think there's an issue with Ignite in any way whatsoever. There shouldn't be. Like, you know, like I said, I knew what was going to happen. It'd end up blowing up and dying. But yeah. It's being managed badly. Yeah, maybe. But, you know, when some streamers come over to you like that and they're like, yeah, let us run the PD, what would you do? If you didn't know them that well, that is. You'd probably give it a shot, right? I don't think they necessarily did that much wrong, but it's one of those things where you go to a server and you think your roleplay style's how it should be, instead of just going with what they say. There's a respect there, I think, that is probably lacking on both sides to an extent. But at the end of the day, you can't say they run their server wrong, right? It's their server. But yeah, it just gets to me, that shit. People will do just about anything and just fucking bullshit their way through it. It's insane to me. I don't know how people can live like it, honestly. Like, yeah, you know, I am a cunt, but like, I feel like I'm pretty honest with everything I say. I suppose that's because I don't really have much of a filter. I blame Australians for that, but I don't know, man. There's a lot of slimers out there, dude. You have no filter because of autism? Yeah, I mean, it's probably something to do with that. But you're saying all Australians have autism now? What? Like, what's up? Because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I'm pretty Australian when it comes to that shit. Judd stuck up for me. I mean, it's not about sticking up for me though. That's the thing. Like, I would much prefer someone to you know, argue with me, but be honest when you're doing it, that's all. That's why I always say, like, you know, when people shit talk CG, like, they're very honest with their opinions on shit and whatnot at the end of the day. So it's a lot easier to have an understanding of someone's issue when they tell the truth about what they're feeling, rather than, you know, be a rat behind closed doors. is the way I see it. But that doesn't necessarily justify, you know, what people do either. It's just the reality of how I think shit should go. It's hard to trust somebody you can't have a conversation with, really. When you just think, okay, I don't know if this guy's saying the truth. Oh, what was that? A Bitcoin? No. Yeah, Judd doesn't give a fuck. I think it's also to do with our age. You don't need to get. I mean, we just don't give a fuck. I'm on the Aussie servers always, dude. You bitch. The thing is, it's not like one of the crazy things is, like, if you go read YouTube, right, they're fully into hating, you know, Penta and Kyle and shit. Then you go read Reddit, it's the exact opposite. But people are so inclined to just be on one side no matter the take. It's just absurd to me. Like, if I get in an argument with Penta about anything, right, Reddit will say I'm wrong, no matter what it is. Absolutely no matter what it is. And vice versa. That's the craziest part about it all. Like, people just don't think for themselves. I get a lot of that's also to do with why I think likes are farmed and shit like that, though. You say what you think people want to hear rather than what the reality of the situation is. Penta is usually right. I mean, he was right. I'm a cunt. I'm just gonna say it. He's a cunt. He's a giant cunt. He's a piece of shit. He said I called women bitches and whores on every character, and I do that, but all my characters just do that, guys. That's just what my characters do. It's a character trait, yeah, exactly. On every single character, it's just a character trait. I mean, it makes sense though when you think about it, because I've got every single one of my characters walks as a character trait. That they can walk. Actually, that's not true. Francis had to, like, be weird to go upstairs, so I don't know anymore. Now I think about it. Crazy shit. They do actually, yeah, like sometimes they breathe oxygen as well. Really unique shit, I know, but like, it's just how it is sometimes. Blah! Dude, why no loot? So what is that little white? Is that cum? You bring back the shield wall? Fuck yeah, brother. Stand in formation, Slotharians. Except I don't know if I want to encourage people to waste half their money on Twitch.